It's Stout of the Union. It's our favorite show, Stouts, because we love Stouts. We're the Gorillas of Booze. I'm Doug.
Christian.
And my name's Frank.
And if you've watched anything that we do or listened to anything that we do, you know that we are Stout guys. And you know that I'm lying to you.
Bullshit!
You seem overly
This is
excited.
Stout of the Union. It's our least favorite show, but it's a show that we do almost as a research project because we want to keep drinking Stouts until we can enter into this world where we love Stouts like so many other people on the planet do. So
Horrible. So what atrocious fucking stout are we getting into today?
here's the thing. So we looked last time we did a Stout of the Union. We looked at a stout from Other Half, which we thought was good, but it wasn't quite enough for us to switch to stout people. But it was very good. In keeping with that, we're obviously very big Treehouse people, so we had an opportunity to get a stout from Treehouse. Actually, we have several stouts from Treehouse now, so these will kind of trickle out one after another. So this will be a Treehouse stout. So I feel like we've had good luck with Treehouse. If there's a chance, maybe Treehouse will be the one to do it. So that said,
Dun, 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 dun.
today's stout
Ew.
is called Fleeting Moment. And Fleeting Moment it's an Imperial Milk Stout brewed with coffee, chocolate, maple syrup, cinnamon, and Vietnamese cinnamon. It's carefully concocted to emulate the flavor of a big pile of freshly made French toast drizzled in maple syrup. Now, let me explain something to you. I fucking love French toast, and I love maple syrup, and
They
I love
better not ruin it.
French toast drizzled in maple syrup. Something tells me this is not going to taste like that.
Could this be the one? Could this be the
The
one?
odds are this might be against us.
We utilize all natural ingredients during every phase of the brewing process to create a thick, decadent beer that tastes of dark amber maple syrup, freshly ground cinnamon, coffee, and Swiss dark chocolate. This is a breakfast beer, breakfast beer through and through, and one that is best savored in a snifter over a hearty Sunday morning meal. Sort of counts.
Sort of.
It is an example of what is possible with careful selection of ingredients paired with focused brewing execution. Please enjoy it fresh and use it as an opportunity to reflect, give thanks, and revel in the company of friends and loved ones. Or if you're with Frank and Chris.
Or an asshole and a prick.
Oh, that's
You
hurtful.
guys can pick which one you want.
Oh, boy. So is this a pastry stout with the ingredients? Would you think?
No,
It's a
Chris.
milk
Did you
stout.
listen to anything I said?
I did.
It's a milk
fucking
stout.
milk stout.
No, I understand that, but you're talking about the pastry type ingredients we're talking about.
No.
French toast.
There was actually no pastries. French toast is not a pastry.
I think it's a pastry.
I like how he tries to like dwindle and like change your words.
He does what he can. He tries. He tries.
Well, no, I've seen some pastry stouts on Untapped, so that's why I was bringing it up.
Oh my god!
This
look
thing
at that.
pours thick.
Oh,
Look how thick
boy.
that pours.
Is that WD-40?
Yeah, it might be.
Is that motor oil?
Oh.
You might
boy,
want to get a little
boy.
more into your glass there, Doug. huh?
Frank,
No,
you're
no,
gonna,
that's the perfect
You're
amount.
going to get the last
This thing is
pour,
the
bud.
absence of light.
There is no.
It
that
like
is-
when you tilt it, the GOB TV logo on our glass disappears. The light, these incredibly high-powered suntan lights that we have blasting on us right now, disappear. That is dark.
Do you need an oil change in your car? Or we just pour this right in there.
You guys
Perfect
pour
pour.
pretty heavy, huh?
Perfect pour. What, you want some? Here.
Nope,
here,
I'm
here
good,
you go.
man.
Here you
Thank
go.
Nope.
Glasses back here.
So how do you describe it? Actually, god damn, it looks like
Man, it's dark.
they frothed it with like cacao.
How do you call that? What do you call that, Chris? Let me explain something to you. Cocoa is not spelled.
I'm not saying a motherfucking word.
So listen. So it's a really kind of dark
Yeah.
tan or light brown, whichever head, that sort of dissipated.
Was there cacao
Super
hops
lazy.
in the ingredients? Or?
I don't think there's any such thing as a
Lazy,
cacao.
frothy.
It's thick, and actually, if you sit it here, and
Damn, I
obviously
gotta
we have these kinds of lights that are pointing at us. There's almost like a film of like a sweet, thick kind of film sitting on the top here.
Yeah, I
of the
see
glass.
that. You're right.
It's dark, super dark, like a melted dark chocolate kind of color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they just put the Hershey's bar in a
Yeah, like a Hershey's
pan
dark
and
bar.
just
though.
fucking poured out.
Yeah.
Straight chocolate goodness. Cinnamon.
Well,
I
have a
do get
feeling
the
It
this
maple.
smells like chocolate, cinnamon, coffee, and hatred for my own life.
I feel like this will not be the one for you.
There's a little spiciness in there too in the smell.
Man, oh man.
You know what I hope for
Right?
you?
You
I
got
hope
like a little like almost like
It smells like coffee,
peppery.
dude. It smells like cinnamon coffee with like, I don't know.
You know,
Brimstone.
My fear for you is that
Brimstone.
it doesn't ruin your love for chocolates and French toast and maple syrup.
No, that'll never happen.
All right. Here we go. Hold your nose. Syrupy, big time.
Syrupy.
Thick.
So it's syrupy.
Tastes boozy.
Yeah.
It's boozy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's thick, but it's not like. It's thick, but it slides down your throat easy. Like I don't know how to really describe that. Yeah. But, you know.
Do you know that? You know that, huh?
Yeah. Well, you know how we do.
Get like a little nutmeg and spices in there.
I could see where they're going. I mean, believe me, I don't in any way
yeah.
think this is French toast, but I could see what they're going for in the sense of like there is like a nutmeg kind of thing. There's some cinnamon. There's like a sweetness.
Yeah.
I could get the French toast kind of
Vibe, whatever.
like the vibe, like what they're trying to do for sure.
You know what I'm also getting a little bit? Almost like a slight like imperial pumpkin ale type taste to it.
Without the pumpkin.
Without the pumpkin.
Yeah.
Just like
I could see that because it's the cinnamon
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Good call, Frank. Yeah.
This reminds me of like one of those pumpkin ales, but
Yeah.
without the pumpkin or
Yep.
pumpkin stouts, whatever, without the pumpkin.
Agreed.
and I'm getting also like almost like those like cherries that are covered in chocolate, like the dark cherry.
I don't.
Chocolate
I don't eat
covered
'em.
cherries. Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I don't like
they're great.
cherries.
You like cherries though?
I
But
like
I'm getting
fake cherry.
Fake cherry?
I like cherry Italian ices and cherry this and
okay.
cherry that, but I don't like real cherries. You know.
So, do either of you, it's probably a dumb question, either of you know the difference between Vietnamese cinnamon and cinnamon? Do we know what the contrast is?
One is in the forest.
Okay,
in
thanks.
Guerrilla,
Yeah,
Guerrilla
thanks for
Fort,
your contribution.
just,
No. In
hiding-
all seriousness, to be serious though, the biggest difference is that one comes from Vietnam,
Yeah, and the other one.
the
is
other
probably
comes
made
from
here.
not Vietnam.
Thank you for your contribution. Thanks. That answered my question.
That's what we're here for, Chris.
But, you know,
we're
for
an
them,
educational podcast.
for them to put cinnamon on there 2 different times tells me there's got to be a pretty big contrast between the 2 types of cinnamon.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
all
we
I'm saying.
should buy a couple of it just to try it out. We'll put it on your steaks.
I wouldn't know where to buy Vietnamese cinnamon versus regular cinnamon.
Probably in Vietnam.
Probably find it in New York City somewhere.
Yeah, I don't
They
know if
got
I'm going to
everything
fly
there.
to Vietnam just yet.
You can get it in the city, I'm sure.
I'm willing to go to Japan. Do you think I can get Vietnamese cinnamon in Japan? There's a lot of places in Japan I want to go to.
I'm not gonna lie though. This is kind of like what I expected from like a milk stout. I know it's not very pleasant for us,
You know what? There's so much in here I would like. It's just the coffee. It's just
and it's crazy. I
It just
like
hits me.
coffee. I just don't like it mixed like this.
Remember you used to, as a kid, you pour a glass of milk and then pour, was it Nestle chocolate? Remember you pour the liquid chocolate and what was
who the
it?
I was
fuck
poor, bro. I had
use the
powder.
liquid chocolate. Use the liquid
Oh
chocolate.
yeah, that's what it
That's
tastes
for like Sundays, asshole.
That's what it tastes. No,
No,
animal.
I used the
no,
powder
you make chocolate milk.
Always use,
out of it.
always use
powder.
powder.
No, you could do that too, but I
No,
used.
I was all about the powder. Powdered strawberry milk, powdered chocolate milk.
Anyhow, if you had a glass of milk and you poured that in like I did, the syrup part, that's what it tastes like to me.
Yeah, but then you put that into your coffee, and that's what this
No
would taste
coffee.
like.
I was a kid.
All I
Didn't
taste
drink
is coffee.
Yeah.
And like other things, but like I mean, the thing that smacks me array is coffee.
Oh, you hate coffee, so I mean you're on a high alert for it. I feel like I don't know.
Maybe I don't know.
What if we had a coffee grapefruit? Type
What if we
beer?
had a? What if we all had a coffee enema right now?
Would that be your worst beer of all time?
Enema.
dude?
A coffee
Coffee enema.
grapefruit?
A coffee grapefruit.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I would
it.
walk
Yes,
away.
you would.
I'd walk off.
I'd put it on bad beer of the night.
You know what my goal is?
We
now?
have a fresh coffee grapefruit
my
beer.
goal. My goal is to search out a coffee grapefruit beer of
Somebody
if
get on it quick.
and buy it. So he
I
has to
bet.
try
I
it.
bet there's a brewery I know that would have done it. That Blue Hills Brewery that shut down.
Oh.
We
Yeah, they're
fucking-
gone now.
They probably would have definitely went for that one.
Oh my god, they were brutal.
Interestingly enough, we learned about them from a trip to Treehouse.
Yeah, they ran from the hills.
Treehouse is still there and thriving. Blue Hills is no longer there.
They are a piece of land right now.
They ran for the hills. That is,
God almighty.
You know that gets worse towards as you drink more. I feel like.
No, this one I could see why people would like it though. I just don't like coffee. I feel like if you liked coffee, I could see why people would be way into this beer.
Yeah,
I'm willing to bet that if I go on to Untapped right now,
probably like a
this thing has
4.25.
huge ratings.
I do like coffee, but I don't like coffee in my beer. But I get a lot of chocolate. I get a lot of
Yeah,
chocolate.
there's a lot of chocolate, like dark chocolate.
There's a lot of chocolate. In this
There
beer.
is a little bit of like a coffee ice cream aftertaste, which I do like. Because the irony is, as much as I hate coffee, I love coffee ice cream. That's not a joke.
Coffee ice cream.
Coffee ice cream. And
How's that possible?
I don't know. And the only way I can drink coffee at Dunkin' Donuts is what's that bullshit like 6,000 calorie drink they have where it's like coffee and hot chocolate. The Dunkachino.
Oh, the Dunkachino.
Is it Dunkachino?
That's the only way I can drink coffee, and it must be because it tastes a
You
little
mean
bit
the
like
colada?
coffee ice cream.
Is
to me.
that the colada?
ice cream.
No. I'm talking about like the real hot drink. Yeah, see, this thing's got huge ratings on Untapped.
What's the average?
So like that's what I'm saying. Like it's definitely me. It's not that like the beer sucks. It's definitely me. It's my problem.
What's your if
That's
you had the best stout you could have? What would you rate it as a non-stout drinker?
We're trying to figure that
2.5.
out, Chris.
No, I'm being honest.
That's the point of the show, Chris. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say you want to drain them and rate them, but obviously Frank is ahead of
I
us as
finished
he
mine.
always
Yeah.
is. Because why?
He's an alcoholic.
Because Frank has a drinking problem.
Because I'm hot and it's thirst and I'm thirsty.
Yeah, I'm hot. I want to
That
slam
is
down
the
a stout.
only real reason.
Well, I guess that leaves just me. So, who started?
Pussy. What?
I started the last.
It's not a competition. It's not a sprint, Frank. It's a marathon.
It's a race, bitch. It ain't a sprint or a marathon.
Why you gotta go right to race?
'Cause
You see how you are?
yeah.
You're lighter than me, bitch.
Yeah, you are pretty light for a Dominican guy.
What's that got to do with anything? Whoa.
Almost.
It's not gonna help your
Almost. I
flows.
almost got him.
Yeah, look at that. It's burnt. The stout is burning through the table.
You
as we
actually
speak.
got my foot.
It literally is melting the wood.
Did I?
Yeah,
Lick your
no.
foot then, Chris?
I'm not looking at it.
All right.
Well,
So, Frank, you want to rate him or? Did you wanna
yeah,
start?
I'm gonna start with a good old.
Well, hold
3.
on. Do you remember the rating system? Outside of the Are you all right? Because it sounds like you're about to throw up next to me. Outside of the union, we do things a little bit differently here. So we have a special rating system, which we call drain pour. Obviously, you're going to pour it down the drain. You would never have it. It's like a 0. You'll never have it ever again. Flight, meaning it's okay. You'd have it in a flight. Or full pour, meaning you like it. You'd have a full pour of it. You'd drink it again. This is a good stout for you. And then afterwards, we say a simple yes or no as to whether or not this is the stout that's going to make you rethink your life decision about whether or not you like stouts. So, based on that.
Flight. Easy flight. It's not bad enough where I don't want to have it again. It has some good characteristics that I liked. I like the sweetness. I like the chocolate in there, and I have some like little cherry in there as well. So I did like some of the flavor content. Again, this is not something that I'm crazy with, but I think I'd have it in a flight.
Flight pour. Nope, I'm good. Never have it again.
That would be a drain pour.
No, flight pour. I gotta have it in a flight. I gotta get it in the system. Never have it again.
That means it's a drain pour, Chris. If you never have it again, it's a drain pour. It's a simple rating system.
No. I know. I like the chocolatey, the chocolate milk type taste. I like the coffee taste. I don't mind. So I would want to have it in a flight. Wouldn't have it again. I wouldn't pour it in the drain to not have it in a flight.
Chris,
I
we'll
just-
have anything in a flight. I can still.
Well, you know,
would
it's
you
bad-
have it
it's
again
bad.
later
It's-
on in
it's
a
bad.
flight? Yes or
No,
no?
no.
So it's a drain pour.
No, it's a flight pour.
Chris is definitely going to put me into a grave earlier than I should be.
I'm gonna have a fucking.
I'm
aneurysm.
going to go flight also because based on our rating system, I would have it again in a flight. I would never have a full pour of it. I don't love it. But it's also not the worst stout I've ever had, so I wouldn't drain pour it, unlike Chris, even though he doesn't understand the ratings. So it's a flight pour for me as well. So that, Frank, yes or no, is this the beer that makes you love stouts?
No.
Nada.
Yeah, I didn't even have to go to you because I don't even think you understand the ratings.
I do understand.
It's a no for me too, which is funny because I love everything the Treehouse does.
It's a flight drain for Chris. Flight drain.
Flight drain.
It's a stout that
Hybrid.
for sure I would have again and I would
Yeah.
enjoy again, but it's
I'll
not.
elaborate. I will get in a flight again. I'm
No,
sorry.
shut up. Stick to your guns, you flight pourer.
I'll elaborate. I'll say the same thing I just said. I'll elaborate. I'm gonna have a flight for you. You just said you have a fucking flight.
All right, that's what I said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
Okay. we're
Flight
good.
drain.
Anyway, so we took a shot here. That's Treehouse. It's Treehouse Fleeting Moment, which is actually very good, but it's not quite the stout that's going to make us change our world here.
Yeah. That ship is not sailing for us.
That ship may have already sailed. So, anyway, that's it. This is Stout of the Union. We appreciate you. We'll have a couple more Stout of the Unions coming up. With we have actually 2 more stouts from Treehouse that we have floating around. So we'll try to see if Treehouse can
Change your mind.
change our minds. But give us a follow. We're Girls Booze, at Girls Booze, everywhere. You'll find us on social media or at Booze Girls, one or the other. More importantly, WGOB Network on YouTube is where you find all of our video content. WGOB Network on everywhere you get your podcasts is where you'll get your audio stuff. Hopped Up Network, at Hopped Up Network on Instagram, hoppedupnetwork.com. We are part of the Hopped Up Network, and everywhere you'll find independent beer-based podcasts.
Geo.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
That's it. Girls of Booze, thank you for tuning in. We will see you next time.